not necessarily a giant of English football. Though I think that's reserved for Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, isn't it? And Man City and Chelsea in the last 20, 25 years. But Spurs are obviously considered a very big club, particularly in the Premier League era. They've been ever present. But you conflate a lot of these issues that are all happening at the same time. You talk about chaos. Well, add in manager going, CEO or whatever Daniel Levy's title there, the guy who basically day to day ran the club. He's gone as well this season. You've had a managerial change right now. You've had that generational talisman in Harry Kane go. And okay, that was a while ago, but maybe you're really starting to understand that having literally world class, one of the best 3 players, strikers in the world, banging in 30 goals for you every season and never getting injured. If you take that out and don't replace it, then you know what kind of happens. So you've got all of that chaos, manager, ownership stuff. And not that I ever go big on this dressing room stuff, but I don't know. Hasn't seemed the most great dressing room, has it, the past year or two, in terms of getting behind the manager and sulky things happening and Instagram speeches and statements and players not shaking hands with managers on the pitch and embarrassing them in front of others. And I don't know, red cards ahoy. For the is Romero the captain? I think he's the captain, isn't he? For the captain. Sorry if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, there's honestly there's more red flags at Spurs than there is any other club in this. But everyone's going to kind of have that club size and status thing as being the force field to stop Spurs going. But if they get really caught with their pants down here, Spurs, and all of a sudden, I think you'd probably need both Forest and West Ham and Leeds to be pushing that 40-point mark and Spurs to really get whoever the managerial hire is going to be totally wrong, then it could happen. By the way, doing that maths gig of mapping the points per game against the last 8, Spurs minus 55%. They have been hopeless over the last 8 games, 0.5. So, if you do the relative form thing, West Ham plus 50%, Forest plus 9%, Spurs minus 55%. So, if you simply map the last 8 games and assume things play out like that, then Spurs will get relegated. But, will that happen? Will West Ham hold? And will Spurs continue to be quite so terrible? And will Forest tick along above a point per game?